So let's start by adding physical locations to the system. The way you do that is by coming to logged in as and then your username, go to modules, then on the list that shows up choose functional locations, and you are shown three tabs here at the top. Choose physical locations, and when you first start the system you will see that there are no physical locations, and it says okay, organization does not have any defined locations. It is important to read what is up here because it will explain the purpose of a physical location, and especially when we are talking about functional locations, physical locations, it can get a little confusing. Basically, as can be read in here, the locations you can edit or disable on this section are meant to be used to specify the general physical locations of your assets, general physical geographic locations. This can be useful to filter your pending jobs by building, for example, so that a team sent to solve a bigger problem on that physical location can also solve other smaller pending jobs in the same place that have been put on backlog. So say one of the ways to do this is if you have only one building, you'll go just okay, first floor, general first floor. So no spaces, so okay, just go first floor, and you add the physical location. Then this all changes because now you can change it. You can edit or you can disable the physical location. We'll just add two physical locations. So will be okay, first and second floor. Some misspelling. Okay, so first and second floor. Again, they now show up on this list. So let's go and assign the first floor physical location to the we have to go back. We need to refer often to the project, basically to the design of the functional location structure. So we said that okay, so we need to add machine A and machine B under production line 1 on level 1, and then assign physical location to machine A. So let's do that. I will add, but I will not show in the video how to add machine A and machine B on the production line 1, and then we'll go to this to assign a physical location. So I have now added machine A and machine B under production line 1, and you could, like, say for example, if I had a machine C and I wanted to add a physical location now, I can do it. Yeah, I could just write a machine C. I'm not going to do it, but now you see that the physical location is now you can select it and choose the first floor and the second floor that we've set up on the functional locations module. But if you want to do this after the system has been or the functional location has been added, what you need to do is you need to go to the functional locations properties page or the functional location details page, which you access by selecting children if you're in a parent, or by, and since we have started all the what we were doing from the functional location browser, maybe we can do it. Okay, and let's go. So we'll go into the display option. Here is the functional location details. This is for machinery overall, so this is a level 0 machinery. Then in children of machinery we can go into production line 1. We know we're looking for machine A under production line 1. Again, from the children of production line 1, level 1, we are going to look for level 2 machine A. Okay, and then in here we can, because we did not add a physical location when we added this functional location of machine A, now we can do it by editing the functional location, and you will see that this looks very much like the adding section we just saw, but in this case any modification you do here, it will just edit the functional location. So let's add, let's just say machine A is on the first floor. This is at times not necessary, so don't overcomplicate. If you don't need to specify physical locations, I'm only showing you how to do it, but actually I'll say that about 70% of the companies that we work with don't really use physical locations, but anyway, the system allows you to do it, so here's how you do it. So you can save it. When you save it, the page refreshes, and there you go, you have the code here. There's no legacy code, and it's on the first floor. So this is how you specify a physical location for a functional location. The next thing we are going to learn is how to upload an image to a functional location, an image that will be associated with that functional location and will give the properties page a lot more, will look much nicer, and also in some cases will identify a machine because you can see it, you have a picture of it, and you know you are referring to the or looking for the correct equipment. So to upload a machine an image to this functional location, you go to the properties page, and we're already there. You choose the documentation tab over here, and this is an intelligent tab. If you upload an image, well, it will know what type of file it is. So actually let's do that test now. I have just open Windows Explorer or any way where you can access the file that you'd like to upload here. So this, remember that if when you are adding the functional location, you are only given the possibility of linking it to an online file. In this case, you have the option to actually upload something that is in your computer, which is what I'm doing right now. So the way to upload files and image files, or actually any other type of file, but we're looking at images right now, is by dragging the image on to the docs tab and then releasing the mouse button. Once you do that, it will load the image by itself. And it will tell you that it was successful, so you need to make sure that the image that you're uploading is lower than 2 megabytes in file size, and it's one of these files extension names. So when you do it, then it shows up on the list, but you have to set it as the functional location image. And to do that, you can see here, click ID number to make image the functional location image. The current functional location image file, if any, is marked with the green marker, so we don't have any, so it's not marked with the green marker. But if we click on the ID number, then that becomes the functional location image, and you can click on the image to enlarge it so you can see better details, and that's it. That's how you add images to functional locations. Last thing extra that I'd like to show now on level 2 is how to upload documents. Actually, it's the exact same way as if you're uploading an image, except that it's basically a document, a data sheet, a PDF that you want to associate with this functional location. So I'll do it very quickly because, like I said, it's exactly the same way as you upload images. So you'll go here, you go to the position of, or find the document on your computer drive, then drag it to the docs tab, wait for it to upload, make sure that it's of the acceptable file extension and less than this size, and there we go. It's now well, first it knows it's not an image, so you can't upload it there, you can't use it in here, and it allows you to then click on this link and access the file. So you can think of that if you're on the field, you can scan the QR code on the machine and you can come to this page and you can have access to information about the datasheet, for example. So this is how you upload documents to functional locations. At this point, I've already added System A, System B, and System C. Let's add components, or these 6 components, under System A. In our usual procedure, we have some codes that we give to standard equipment. This would be a pump, so that's pump 1, pump 2, valve 1, valve 2, valve 3, and then a filter. So this is how we usually code the items that I just mentioned. So what we're going to do is, because we have a few items here, we would like to do a batch upload of information onto the system. So the way you do it in CMMS is you find System A on the browser, on the functional location browser. So you go machine A, System A. So as I said, I already input System A, System B, and System C. So find System A. We don't have any functional locations defined, so we'd like to add some. So if now, instead of coming to the system to add one by one, we'd go to the batch upload wizard. So how many functional locations we've got to add. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we basically follow the instructions of the batch upload wizard. We have 6. Don't worry too much about this. You can always, this is an approximate number, so that the system will prepare the file you are going to see the most accurate possible, but you can always add more and take out some if you'd like to. So how many functional locations will you add? So 6. Then step 2 is assignments. So assignments is who is the owner of that functional location. This is usually for normal installations with only one plant. The assignment is fixed. You can change this in the modules, and then on the user group permissions we are not going to go through that. This is advanced settings. The defaults will usually work for most companies, so leave it as it is. Then we come to step 3, and you can see here that there's some important information about items that you can add, because you need to add them on the file that we're going to download in just a second on step 4, exactly as they show up in here, so that the system recognizes the information that you put in. So this is not really a code, but prepared information, so the system can expect information that you are going to input. So we have a user defined, which is the user I'm at this moment in CMMS. I'm logged in as this user, but if you had more, then you'd have a longer list in here. And the locations are the locations we added before, so first floor and second floor. What we usually do is we actually open a let me just get the just an app like a text editor, and we copy the information that is in here to that text editor. So that's for user, and this is the 2 items for geographic location. So this is always going to be 0. The system will pre-fill the file with zeros for you. So then you go to step 4 and you click download template. So let's do that. So when it does that, then Excel, I'm using other programs, but if you use Excel, then this is what's going to show up on Excel, is a comma separated value file. So make sure that you're opening columns that are clearly delimited as it is in here, and then click OK. The file opens. I'll just grab the file. The file opens like this. Okay, so you will have to fill in this information. You see it has prepared 6 entries already, and you will have to pre-fill this information with the items that will go on to under system A of machine A. So I will fill this in, and I'll go through what I've done.